Weight loss, resistance. Can we say this is what everybody needs to hear about and talk about today, right? Weight loss resistance is the subject of today's topic. So tune in, get your pen and paper out, and take notes. All right. You have tried everything. You have tried gluten-free, paleo, plant-based, low carb, fat-free, gluten-free. You've done it all, but you're stuck, plateaued, stalled, right? There's infobesity, there's food confusion. So you have a right to be confused. Like, what the heck's going on? There's so much information coming at you, and you just don't know where to go, right? So I want you to hang with me and let's talk about our natural reset solutions that have helped lots of people get help at the cellular level. Fix and repair their cells, help you detox and get de-inflamed. Okay? That is what's going on right now. Here's the thing you need to understand, that we need to get at it at a cellular level. Okay? It is impossible to lose weight when you are full of toxins and full of inflammation, right? So here we're going to talk about why it's next to impossible to lose weight when you're toxic and inflamed. There's so many toxins out there, and what happens is your body acts as a buffer against those toxins by storing them up as fat. Okay? Inflammation is going to hold you back. It is a driver that is holding that weight on you. So that is why we tie in objective testing, right? We test tools, right? We test, we don't guess. We look at food sensitivities. We look at allergies like to food. We look at nutrients. We look at toxins like heavy metals, silicone toxicity. We look at all these different things that are inflaming the body. So bear with me. Okay. There's other things too, right in front of us. Sugars, hidden sugars. Okay. Hidden infections, parasitics. All right. Liver cleanses. There's so many things that are going on that are derailing you weight loss goals. Cellular damage. I'm going to address that in a second. But before I do, I want you to talk about who the heck am I and why should you care? My name is Lori Clark. I am a mother. I'm a wife. Okay. I was a successful realtor until my dad got sick with cancer. And that changed the trajectory of my life to become a nurse practitioner, right? All these I have a board certified as a nurse practitioner, but I have so many certifications, Ayurvedic medicine, essential oils, neuro-linguistic behavior, because we know if we don't have a good mindset, that is part of being holistic health, right? And that's with the W. So I also have 4 college degrees and I'm an everyday learner. I'm always learning. So I can give you my knowledge in a simple formatted map, right? To help you get to your goals. So over the past decade of my medical background, we've consulted and treated over probably 30,000, but there's been over 3,000 in this this program, right? There's a over 90% success rate. It's so popular that it's been used in over 200 clinics around the world. Okay? It's truly life-changing and it is a game changer. So I want you to just bear with me because I want you to know this is not a cookie cutter, one size fits all. We're just going to give you this program and here you go, right? We care about you. We want you to succeed. We want you to have your health and we want you to be well. Okay? What good is all the wealth that you have in the world if you're not healthy to use it? So we want you to live longer, younger, happier lives. And our body reacts to foods and nutrient deficits, and they're depleted with toxins and bad fats and sugar and hidden sugars, and we have all this inflammation. We have bad gut health. You have to understand that when there's this reset, your body is going to naturally melt fat away, just as a side effect. Okay, I want you to write that down. Write this down, that your fat is going to be melted away as a side effect of becoming healthy. And that's my primary goal, is to get you healthy. So, like we said, the fat comes off as a side effect, right? And that's why people come to us. They want to lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, 50 pounds, even 100 pounds. And that's great. But they have other problems as well, right? They have all these itises. They have neck pain, back pain, headache, brain fog, gut dysfunction. They're achy, and they are looking for help for that, right? They're just having afternoon crashes, skin problems, right? We could just keep going. So let's just know that using the system clears that all up, right? And as a natural side effect, the fat melts away. So, like I said, we've implemented this program in over 200 clinics around the country. So this is not like reinventing the wheel here. It is proven successful when you take the functionality program and you use test work and not guesswork. That is what sets us apart. But here's what I need to explain to you. Without getting too deep into the woods, I want to show you what I'm talking about. This is why it's important to do what we're doing. Look at this right here. These are healthy cells. Okay. This is a healthy cell. This is a dysfunctional cell. And this is a disease cell. Healthy cell, look at all these probes coming out. These are receptor sites. These are the way that our cells communicate. This is the way that our hormones communicate. Understand that our cells, they're made up of tissues, and the tissues make up our organs. Okay. When they're damaged and dysfunction, they're inflamed and broken, they're not going to work well for us. So to truly get well, we have to fix the cell. Look at these disease cells, look at the dysfunction cells. So if our body can't fix it, we want to be able to phagotize it. We want to be able to eat it up and gobble it up and get rid of that damaged cell. We don't want to keep it there so it can create things like cancer or other kind of ailments, right? We want to either get this dysfunctional cell to be healthy or get rid of it. We want to be able to repair it, or we want to be able to get rid of this cell if we can't repair it. So here you see the healthy cell. See what it looks like, right? See all the finger receptors. Okay. Well, look at the dysfunction one. See, what do you think that red is around there? That redness. That right here, this right here, inflammation. And these probes right here, these are dysfunctional receptors. They're broken, and there's a lot missing, right? So can't really communicate well with a dysfunctional cell, right? Here's the problem. All that red inflammation around there, okay? And all the blunted and missing and damaged receptor sites, those are caused by inflammation. And we have to know what the drivers of inflammation are, okay? So that's why we do the food sensitivities. That's why we do the toxin, check for the sugars and the hidden sugars and the bad fat. All of that toxicity, damages our cell. Okay. So here's the good news. We can repair cells at the cellular level. Okay? We can push things in a more optimal direction. We can change our cell, we can heal the cell. The cell's very adaptable. God made us very well. We can regenerate. We are what we eat. We are what we put in our body and on our skin. So this does not have to be a permanent issue, having the dysfunction. But what you need to understand is that there's also something called, let's say, insulin resistance. Okay, this is where we think a lot of the damage is happening, that our cells are having insulin resistance. There's also things like thyroid issue. And we think maybe the problem is with the thyroid is that you can't get the T3 into the cell because the cell's damaged, right? So doesn't it make sense? Also, if they're inflamed, they're jammed up. The cell can't get things in and out, and we need things to be able to communicate. We need to have a good flow of things going in and out of the cell. So again, this is a classic example of dysfunction of the cell. And I would say dysfunction, I would put the pre-diabetes in. Okay. Things for like type 2 diabetes, I would put into the disease cell. I also want you to know that we have a problem here. We have a huge problem. Back when I was growing up, there was something called late onset type 2 diabetes, adult onset diabetes. Okay. There was type 1 diabetes and adult onset diabetes. But people are younger and younger and younger, and our children are getting diabetes. So they can't say, call a child, adult to on adult set diabetes, right? They have to say, you know, type 2 diabetes, right? So it can cover everybody. It's just crazy. So I'm so passionate about helping people get their lives back. We need to stop the madness the way our standard American diet is taking us. So, that is why I want to show you about these cells and how we can heal them. But look at what it's doing to our cells. We have the healthy cell, and then we have all this insulin resistance, get this dysfunction, and then it turns into type 2 diabetes. And then what happens? We go to the doctor, right? And we write a prescription, here you go. Well, guess what? The cell, it's like somebody that's deaf. It can't hear you. It's damaged. It's not working right. So you could throw as much as you want at it. It's just not going to be able to hear you. And then you go back and then you get more medicine and try to throw more and more back at it. But the cell still can't hear you. Dysfunctioning, is it hearing you properly? Here's why it's important, y'all. This is so, so important, okay? We have 88 million Americans that are living in that dysfunction state, all right? We have 35 million Americans living in the disease state. One of them are too many for me, I'm sorry, because if you're 1 in 3 or 1 in 10 Americans that fit into this category, that means 1 in 10 of you or 1 in 3 of you that are watching this are in that category. And I hope you're not that one that I'm talking to right now, but it really cuts it too close for comfort, doesn't it? I mean, literally, we're just throwing medicine at it and screaming at the cell to fix, but scream as loud as we want. It's just really not going to hear you. So we have to do things more optimally. We need to get things back down to a cellular level to help you. We have to deflame. We have to detoxify. And there's absolutely a way to do it. And you need to do it properly. Okay. And so that's why we test, we don't guess, and we prepare you, and we go through the whole program with you. So we have to look at the bigger picture. Okay. This is not something where you're just going to have a 800 calorie diet. Okay. Lose your 20 pounds, 30 pounds. And then when you stop it, you're going to gain 25 pounds. That is not me. And that's not what I do. Okay. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in long-term sustainability. Okay. I'm interested in long-term results. All right. I want fat loss, and I want to keep it off long-term. I want fat loss, not only for aesthetic wise, right? Want to look well. That's why people do it. But we start losing fat off of our organs first, and then we start seeing it on the outside. So I want you to be healthy inside out. I want you to feel good again. Okay. Have you ever noticed when you lose weight, you start getting more energy and you start feeling good? That's what we want. Okay. We get to the underlying cause of the inflammation. E. We get to the toxicities. Get rid of them. Okay. We get you deflamed. So here's what I want you to do. If you feel like you've been spinning your wheels and you're not getting anywhere, somewhere around here, there's a link to my calendar for free, no obligation discovery call with me. Okay. And listen, I just have 2 rules. That's it. 2 rules. 1, if I'm going to carve out 20 to 30 minutes of my time, I want you to carve out that same 20 to 30 minutes of your time for our talk. Okay. So we can have a good discussion. Number 2, you need to be committed and motivated for change. That's it. Those are my 2 rules. I am going to go with you through this journey. On a discovery call, I'm going to ask you questions, you're going to ask me questions, and together we'll see if that's a right fit and this is something that's good for you. Okay? So that's it. There is no like um nothing other than that. Just remember, taking action now will make changes for you now. Okay? You wait till tomorrow, it's going to take another day later. But we're very busy. We run a pretty busy operation. So please just show up, be on time, and be motivated for change. Okay? That's all I ask. So I just want to show you right here. This is what we do. We do food testing. We get a report that's based on your body right now in real time. Okay? That's why guessing is out. We don't try to find something and just silly putty it, hopefully that's going to fix you. We know exactly what's going on because we're testing the foods, we're testing the nutrients, we're looking at the inflammation, right? We're looking at the heavy metals. Okay? We dig, we find, and we work towards, solving the underlying root problem. So that is why we get great results. Okay? I can't do the shopping for you. And I certainly can't cook for you. But what I can do for you is give you a roadmap, right? That's what most people just really need, is somebody to give them a roadmap and show them how to do it. Like they're willing to do it. Show me how. So that's what I'm here to do. All you need to do is get on a call with me and we'll get you going. So I look forward to hearing from you soon. And God bless you.